Hello. Here we are. I'm live. Didn't even realize it. I got a little behind here dealing with doggies. So, good morning. Carlos here. Amish Matchmakers. We help Amish singles to find godly spouses, have epic marriages, and create legacies that are rooted in faith and freedom. So, this morning I am a little behind because dealing with puppy doggies. And it's all good, though. It's a good thing. Glad you're here. Thanks for joining me today. And today we are going to continue our conversation about best ways to love yourself, things you can do, actions you can take to show that you love yourself. Yesterday, I was talking about Peter and Peter throwing the net over to the other side again. How many of you caught that? And what did you think? What did you like best about it? Oh my goodness. It was a great day today. It's a beautiful day. I just ran out of time this morning trying to get my doggies inside. Well, all right. So, good morning to you. As you jump on here, say good morning. Tell me hello. And good to see. There's Mr. Lester. You're up early again, man. At 4 a.m., dude. I got going after it. Or you can't sleep, one or the other. Tending live, man. Blesses me that you show up so early. But glad you're here, buddy. Glad you're here. What's going on in your world, man? Good? Staying healthy and strong, loving on your family, your big, beautiful family. Yes, we're back. Man, we're back. Okay, so this morning, oh my goodness. Look at there. I left my notes. That's funny. Oh, it's in the other room. Here I go again. Hold on. Stand by, stand by. See if people come in the room. All righty. Here we go. Okay, we got our notes now. Good to go. Well, how are you doing this morning? What's going on in your world? Give me some. Good morning, Jesse. Good morning, Lester. Good to see you guys. And grateful you're here. Love the support. Had to go grab my notes here. And it is a great day. So honored and blessed to be here. Feeling good this morning. My goodness, feel rested, rejuvenated. I am just going after it when it comes to my health, when it comes to relationships. And man, I will tell you, my heart goes out to those of you that are working on your relationships as well. It is good to see uh, your connections and hear and see about your relationships. But this morning, we want to keep talking about continuing to work on relationship stuff, right? And I have a 5:30 appointment. I just remembered that. It is Wednesday. I got to get my day straight. I've been so busy. Today's talk, we'll talk a little bit about practical ways you can increase your confidence. Oh no, you have the flu. Sorry to hear that. I'm not sure who that is, but I'm sorry you're not feeling good. All right. So as you jump on, tell me who you are. If your name doesn't show up, some of you are on Facebook and YouTube, and sometimes it doesn't show up for me. It just says, you know, plus the world may want to see who you are too. Tell me who you are, where you're from. It's awesome. We'd love to see that. All right. So most men don't lack strength. They will, a lot of times, they just lack the identity um, and knowing who they are and where they're going, how they're going to get there. If you don't know who you are, you'll always second guess yourself. And this is so true that we tend to second guess who we are we lack confidence because of lacking identity. When you have something to grab a hold of and something you can build from, it makes all the difference. And so um, confidence is knowing who you are and then doing what you said you would do, following through. It is a powerful thing to follow through. But a lot of men will, especially if you're single or if you're having challenges in your marriage, chances are a lot of times it's because of the fact that you are lacking a true like identity in who you are becoming. And so then it does make it hard for you to know who you are, then to be able to speak confidently. Confidence grows when your inside is clear, when you know who you are and whose you are. um, so, what I want to talk about a little bit today is I want to walk through with you a process that we do with all of our clients. And again, I promised you that if you were willing to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. By the way, another fun fact and challenge to those of you that are following us on TikTok and YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Um, on our YouTube channel, we have we got new subscriptions yesterday too as well. Every day we're getting new subscriptions, so I'm very, very grateful. Thank you for that. But if you will help us get to 1,000, I believe we can reach 500 before the end of the week. I think we're at 490 something, so we're close to 500 already. But when I hit 1,000, yeah, I went and got my hair cut yesterday. I told my barber that he trims my beard and everything, and I told him that when I hit 1,000, when we hit 1,000, Chantel and I, on our YouTube channel subscribers, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut my mustache off and have an Amish beard. I'm gonna cut my my mustache off and have an Amish beard. So that's my challenge to you: is help us get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and then you get to see me have an Amish beard. Because we are the Amish Matchmakers, so why not? Let's do the Amish thing. But I'm gonna do it only if we get to 1,000. When we get to 1,000 subscribers, you get to help decide when that's gonna be, and that's on our YouTube channel, Amish Matchmakers, and we're excited to get there. But realistically, it does. It takes your help, and I found out that a lot of you are not even subscribed to our YouTube channel. You watch us, you hear us, and if you like our content, and then go over there to our YouTube channel and press subscribe. And that way, and the notification bell. That way, when we do create content or when we're going live, we do live streaming now daily. It's a thing, and you get to see me doing my coffee in the mornings. And so, because I was running late dealing with the dogs this morning. And so today, again, we're going to go through a process that we do. I'm going to run you through it quickly. I don't have very much time this morning because I have another appointment. On Wednesdays, I have an appointment. On Mondays, Wednesdays, I have an appointment. So I can't go as long with my live stream. Um, and so what we're going to talk about is MVP. What is it? First of all, what is it? MVP, when you think MVP, you might think of like sports, the most valuable player. And I will tell you that it does create that in you. If you are willing to work through the process and work on this stuff, you will become more valuable. You'll become more confident. And if you'll trust me in this process, I promise you this, it really will, because it gives you direction, it gives you more confidence, it gives you a place that you're going, and makes you feel and know that you are blessed to have a as we take a look at our MVP this morning, and as I go through it with you, write it down. What is your mission? Why are you here? What is the purpose for you in life? Why do you want to? Um, why are you alive? What can you contribute to this planet? So MVP is an acronym that stands for mission, vision, peculiar. Get my brain going here. And so um, when we talk about mission, we're talking about your purpose. Why am I here? And a lot of times people are like, well, that's what I've been searching for, why I'm here. And, why did God create me? And I want to challenge you and say, instead of constantly thinking, well, why am I here? I don't know. What is my purpose? I want to say to you, what do you want your purpose to be? What do you want your mission to be? Because God is waiting for you to make a decision so he can yoke up with you, empower you, and give you the discipline to keep going and do it and keep on doing it. Because that's really what it comes down to. Yesterday, we talked about Peter. Do it again, Peter. Get out of the boat and do it again. So, you and I, we have an appointment every morning here at 5 a.m. And we're going to talk about this stuff that's going to help you to develop you, become a better man. This is the men's edition. Love Talk with Men's Edition with the Amish Matchmaker. And if you want to find love, keep love, and make it epic, I promise you, you've got to have a good identity. You've got to know who you are, or who you're becoming, is how we like to say it. And through my understanding and all the experiences I've had with lots of men and working with men, the best thing I can do for you to start out with is to help you with your identity. So, what do you want your mission to be? What do you want your purpose to be? Because a lot of people don't even know what their purpose is or what they want their purpose to be. Just choose a purpose. What do you want to contribute to this planet? How can you make a difference? What is it that you can do to help bring love to this planet? Bring kindness, goodness. And then what is that? So that's your mission. What's your purpose? Why are you here? What do you want to contribute to the world? And then number two is, what is your vision? What does it look like? What does it feel like? If I am in my best state, if I am in my most let's see, developed, what does that look like? What do I look like physically? What do I how am I thinking? How am I acting? How am I talking? What are some of the attributes, or what are some of my um, skills that I've developed as a leader? What is my status potentially financially? Just the more you can describe who you are at a developed state, that's the vision. And involving emotions, involving the senses when describing it, the more you can describe it well and articulate, communicate the vision of who you are as a man in your most uh how would I say established state, the faster you'll be able to accomplish that and get there. So you've got to be able to describe it as well. It's really powerful when you can. So that's where MVP comes in, being able to say, okay, what's my mission? And then describing what does that look like as a man, developed leader, developed husband, developed father, developed business owner. And then even that, what does it look like if I am a business owner? Or maybe it's that you are the mayor of your town, or the governor of your state, or maybe it's that you are a leader in the business that you work for. Maybe you're a manager, or maybe you're an owner of a business. And how big is that business? Like, the description of who you are and what you're doing and how you're doing it is really where the vision comes in. The mission is describing that mission, what you want to do to contribute as a man, as a person who lives on planet Earth, and then the vision is the how. And even as a married man, as a husband and a father, what does that look like to be a good father, to be a good husband? The more you can describe yourself, I'm telling you, the better it gets. And so, taking time to really write out the description of who you are as a man is really going to empower you. And then the last thing is your peculiar. What is it? So you got your mission, you got your vision, and then your peculiar. What is it that sets you apart? What is it maybe people made fun of you growing up about? Or, maybe you got bullied for this thing that you did, or this thing that you heard, this quirky thing that was about you. People would say, yeah, you're weird because you're like this. Again, those things that are make you different from everyone else is what makes you weird. That makes you different from everyone else is what makes you quirky and makes people want to make fun of you because they don't feel comfortable around you because you have this one thing that you are all about, or this one thing that you do. And I bring this up because of the fact that it does make a difference to understand what is unique about you. Matter of fact, I will say, and in my experience, when you discover that, then what you're going to discover is actually what empowers you. And then when you empower that thing that makes you unique, it makes you set apart to where then people are like, oh wow, this guy's interesting to watch. This guy, he's grabbed a hold of who he is, and he's really confident in that. Again, this is the empowerment of your confidence, the empowerment of the man that you are becoming. And writing it out and being able to describe what your mission is, what you want your mission to be, what your greatest vision of yourself is as you are developing yourself. And then what's like interesting about you, what's strange about you, what sets you apart, what's your peculiar. So your mission, vision, and peculiar. Those are three key elements. And then once you describe it, then what happens is as you are able to develop these things and list them out, then what we can do is you know, you can work on shrinking it down to like one paragraph and then one sentence. I will tell you, my MVP is I'm a catalyst for metamorphosis. I worked on this for years and years and then narrowed it down, narrowed it down, narrowed it down. And then even developing myself, I'm a master catalyst for metamorphosis. Now, some of you may not even know what that means. That's fine. What catalyst is, it is in like the chemistry world where you have chemicals and things and different things that make a difference. A catalyst is something that can go in, bring change, but it doesn't lose its identity. Essentially, it keeps who it is, but it brings change to that product. Or I should probably read the definition. I'm going to read the definition. It's better for Webster's dictionary to tell you than for me, so you can know directly. So, catalyst defined. Definition of a catalyst: a substance that increases the rate of a chemical reaction without itself undergoing any permanent chemical change. All right. So what it means is it breaks down something else. It changes, increases the rate of chemical reaction, or changes the reaction in that thing, brings change, brings transformation without undergoing any permanent chemical change to itself. So that's a catalyst. And then metamorphosis is the term that they use for a caterpillar turning into a butterfly, where there is an absolute transformation of, like, I mean, if you think about it, you got this little squirrely little, or not squirrely, little tiny worm looking thing that turns into this beautiful thing with wings, butterfly, metamorphosis. So I love to bring change and transformation. I love to disrupt your story and help you have a better story, help you believe in yourself. And at 5 a.m. every day, I want to meet you here to help you have an epic life. It's what we do here. It's what we're all about. I am the Amish Matchmaker and truly want to see single Amish men, women, find their godly spouses, create an epic marriage, and then develop a legacy that is rooted in faith and freedom. That's what you're worthy of. But part of that is going to take confidence. And then part of that is going to take the ability, sound mind, self discipline. That when you're triggered and you don't like me, or you don't want to be around me, or you don't want to talk to somebody, that you do it anyways. That's really the reality of what self-control and self-discipline is that when I don't feel like it, I do it anyways. There's a difference between a physical or an illness or sickness that comes upon you to where, oh, I don't feel like it. Kind of sounds whiny, right? Because often that's, excuse me, often that's what kids will go through a stage, excuse me, a little whiny stage where they're constantly whining and crying and saying, I don't feel like it. I don't want to. And, what do we do as parents? Well, you got to do it anyways. So it's interesting how that takes place, that we will see it as a parent, but then for ourselves, we often don't say that. Do it anyways. We will often then back off and not do it, not have the discipline or the strength or the confidence to push through and do it anyways. So today, as you're going throughout your day, this is a very short session today, but I want to honor my appointments. And I know I'm late. I was late today, but tomorrow we'll go a little bit longer. And I just want to encourage you to continue to work on your MVP. It is a powerful process. And we've narrowed it down, like I said, to three things: mission, vision, peculiar, that will help create the best identity in you. Would you share with me? Would you share with me what your MVP is? I'm going to put mine here. I am statement. Am a master catalyst of metamorphosis. So, what is yours? My MVP. Oh, goodness, it's hard to do this thing. Where am I? There we go. Sorry. Trying to type on this little keypad. Keeps messing up. Okay. MVP equals. There we go. So, what's yours? You've been working on yours, or maybe happy birthday, by the way, whoever that is. Says Sarah. I don't know who these people are, but hey, what's up? Some of you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the support. Sorry you had the flu. What is Amish? My birthday's tomorrow. There you go. Happy birthday. And so there's my MVP. And I hope this is beneficial. I hope you will go and do it, apply it. Mission, vision, peculiar. What is yours? Let me just confirm that. Let's see. We're going to meet this morning. So we have, just wanted to confirm with my appointment, and we are meeting up. So I haven't heard from him a couple days. Go ahead and share. Those of you on TikTok, those of you on YouTube, saying hello to you. How many followers can we get on TikTok? And how many people can we create or subscribers can we get on YouTube? Look at that. Liberate the mind and awaken purpose by teaching God's divine design and guiding others into freedom, harmony, and identity in Him. Good stuff, Jesse. Look at that. It's got his MVP there. You should have titled it with MVP, bro. All right. Well, God bless you, all of you, for joining me. Thank you. We'll see you a little bit with the couples edition with Chantel as we do Love Talk with Amish Matchmakers. And we're going to talk about identity with her and how important that is and what MVP means to a woman, to a man, and all those different things. God bless you. Thanks for being here.